Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. I want to do a quick video. Did go through all of our Durango parts and finally after 2 days got all the parts separated out into boxes. I think I have things figured out. Tons of spare parts. So I loaded up 2 cases full. One case for my 210, one case for my 410. Over in the corner here, just full of spare parts. 3 boxes down there. One's full of 210 parts, which I can probably build another 210. There's a chassis. I just need transmission, diff, a couple other minor things, but other than that, I think I have everything else to build a 210. Have a box of new 410 parts, so I have a new chassis and side pods coming I got from Canada. Gonna build a full brand new 410, and I don't know what I'll do with it, but I'm going to build it because I have parts. And then I have a whole nother box of 410 parts as well. I was separating out, putting new 410 parts in this box and then putting the duplicates in this box, so still have plenty of 410 spares. There's a chassis in there, some other stuff. I could almost, with shocks and some diffs, I could definitely almost build 2 cars. I have enough of the diff internals, just need the cases, so we'll see. But did get one 210 together. Not a fan of the body or the wing, but it is what it is. And just wanted to get it together. And did move the shocks from the back to the front. And if you don't know much about Durangos, they have kind of a hybrid 2-wheel drive system. So you can do mid-motor, 3-gear, 4-gear. Shocks in front, shocks in back. All you have to do is swap the arms around from one side to the other. You can run rear motor, 3-gear, 4-gear in there as well. So, yeah, pretty, like I said, Durango kind of pretty unique in a lot of their stuff. So, was able to get this together, and this thing is done. I don't know, the diff isn't that great, but who knows? I don't know. I do have enough parts to refresh a diff, but I'm saving that for my 210 because I race that a lot. So I don't know if I'm going to sell this. I was getting it together to put it on eBay, but then I was like, man, maybe I should just keep it. And my daughter wants me to paint it orange, put some stickers on it, but it's fairly nice, actually. The bottom of the chassis isn't too terribly bad. It still needs a little cleaning up, but shocks don't seem to leak, but they do need to be rebuilt a little bit. And then do have separated out all my springs, so have all my springs sorted in a container. So those are easily accessible for either my 210 or 410. But yeah, this turned out well. Still working on Justin's 410 in the background. Still have parts coming for that as well. Should have those tomorrow since it's a holiday today. And obviously no post office, but did get a bunch of parts off eBay, so those are coming. The D joints, middle shafts, I think universal joints for the front. And then we should have some associated hexes that I'm going to figure out on mine, and then see if I can get them over to Justin's car. And then, like I said, I was going through parts because I do have like the alloy caster blocks and some of the hop-up parts for that. So I'm just going to give them to Justin and let him figure that out. But if you're a fan of Durango, yeah, got a saved another one. So we may, I don't know what we'll do with this. I'm hearing some people saying do a giveaway of this bad boy. So we'll see. And speaking about giveaways, all the Johan's parts are in. I'm going to do a video just on that because they got to go to Sweden, but I am waiting on the Motor Obscura Double X4 front bulkhead. I ordered it right when it came in last week, and I haven't seen it yet, and I shot them an email today, so I'm hoping to cross my fingers here, positive news that that's coming, so I can get that off to Johan, along with some Z3D parts and some other parts to pimp his rides a little bit. But maybe this is the next one. Let me know what you think below, because I think our 210 was pretty stout. Maybe not as quick as the Lil Z22, but and then again, I did have time on the Lil Z22 1.0 and utilized a lot of Brian Kraft's knowledge to get that car up to speed. The Durango on by myself, but it was fairly close and maybe a couple little tweaks here and there. Like I said, we took the front wing off it. We took some weight off the front with the under servo battery weight that goes on the bottom of the chassis. We took that out on ours, just put the plastic in like we have on this one. And hopefully that's going to make a little bit of a difference handling wise and just lighten it up slightly as well. So want to do a quick video on that. Parts are coming in. We got some new stuff coming to the channel. Yokomo's dialed in for Pizza Feast. Cougar's dialed in for Pizza Feast. More got their track finished. Looks fairly good. There's kind of a bigger jump in the middle, but I think that can easily be handled by any of the vintage cars. So I'm pretty excited that track's going to be around a little bit. So maybe Sunday if we get one of the Durangos together, we'll take it out there. Maybe if I can get my 410 together. I should have the servo horn for that tomorrow. Get all the electronics in that tomorrow night. And that should be really ready to go. And since associated wheels will work, I already have associated wheels for a 4-wheel drive mounted up with brand new J Concepts. They're Smoothie 2s, not the Smoothie 3s. But the Smoothie 2s are on there because of the B74 that I've never ran. I had brand new tires. They've been in a bag. We'll toss those on the Durango, perhaps. And I think that my track might be all right with Smoothie 2s. There's not a lot of high speed there. So I think that might actually work out. But the other thing is maybe do a +8 chassis on this and do a long wheelbase Durango. So we could run that against our regular wheelbase 210, but I know there's a new +8 chassis on eBay and I'm itching, but I don't know. Maybe we got to get some other stuff on the channel, but it looks like subscribers and viewers are liking the Durango stuff because it seems to be my highest views as far as content out there. And I enjoy running the Durango stuff. I think those cars are cool. They're innovative. They got a lot of unique things to them as well. And like I said, I plan on running those. They are going to be my Rumble and the Rockies cars. Both the 4-wheel drive and the 2-wheel drive. And then, like I said, Pizza Feast will kick it vintage and run it that way. But we'll still run those cars, probably in a regular club race on a Saturday or something too, to get them in, shake down the 410. I think the 210's pretty good, but I only ran it once, so I do want to run it again just to make sure those changes are good. And then our 410, I think I'm going to try to switch out the rear hubs to a 210 rear hub with a captured CVD. I can't remember if we did that on our 410s or not. So I'll have to figure that out. But quick video. Just wanted to give everyone an update. We will have a update tomorrow on our Durango 410 with the electronics in it. Justin's gone till I think Monday. He's out of town. So hopefully that'll allow me to get his 410 together there. All I got to do is I got to figure out the shocks. I'm going to put UJs on the front. I have those coming. And I may switch out some of the option parts for them, like some of the aluminum stuff. I kind of have a bag of parts I've been throwing stuff into. Carbon fiber front shock tower comes and a couple other little things too. So we'll get that together. I'm going to let him deal with the turnbuckles because no one likes turnbuckles. I actually don't mind them, but we got pretty lucky and got all the right lengths at once. So our titanium turnbuckles, if you're looking to do that upgrade, 48 millimeter turnbuckles, B6 ball cups, 5.5 HG ball studs, and you're set. And that also goes for the 210. They take the exact same length turnbuckles and basically ball studs. So that's nice as well. So more Durango stuff, but it's coming to an end because we're moving on to some other stuff. Should have some more stuff. Hopefully either before the weekend or early next week as we clean these up. Just had a bunch of Durango stuff on my plate. Spent a lot of time clearing it out. Getting this thing done and built up. And like I said, it turned out pretty well. I think there's a couple little things like I didn't paint the body or the wing. I'm not a big fan of, I love prints. So I love purple. But yeah, I didn't paint the bodies. These are what came, and I'm not going to paint a body for that. But this one is kind of unique. It does have a couple of none of the Durango gold parts on it too, but it does. I think it's got the it's got the Exotech steering bridge in here as well. Durango made one, and then out of aluminum. And also a Trussery, and I know 8 Racing made graphite versions, and that's what I have on my 210 as well. So, yeah, this car not cleaned up pretty good, actually. So, did find some battery, the Durango gold battery nuts there, versus the plastic ones that most of them come with. So, got those on there. Had the wheels left over from originally when I bought my 210. I just had them in a wheel box, so I pulled those out because they were yellow. But yeah, car turned out pretty good, and amazingly enough, even though I think it was abused a little bit, it cleaned up well, and there's not a huge sign of wear on anything. Yeah, but would be a decent runner, or it would be a good project to make into like a +8 chassis. Which when they do the extension, they usually give you another little, the 8 millimeters gets sucked up in here or stretched out in here. So as that chassis is lengthened, it's lengthened here. And they give you little inserts to go in here, and then you screw those into that chassis. That gives you the +8 length on there as well. So that might be worth trying. That would get it closer to the low Z22 wheelbase, whereas the standard length on a 210 is probably about 4 millimeters short on that. So, but at more, being a small track, I don't know if you need that, but the low Z22 is a joy to drive because it's easy. With that long wheelbase, it's stable. I don't know. Might be worth trying. But until then, like, comment, subscribe right down below. And we'll see you on the next one.